You are welcome to this channel. Don't forget to like, to share, and also to subscribe. Boko Haram and bandit members are Muslims. That should be a concern to the Sultan of Sokoto. Who said this is Dahiru. In a recent interview on Nigeria Info FM, public affairs analyst Dr. Majid Dahiru sounded the alarm over the rising insecurity in Nigeria, stressing that the Sultan of Sokoto should take a more active role in addressing the threat posed by radicalized elements within the Muslim community. Boko Haram and bandit members are Muslims. That should be a concern to Sultan of Sokoto, Dairu stated, highlighting the urgent need for leadership and accountability from the apex Muslim authority in the country. According to him, the ongoing violence by these groups, which has disproportionately targeted Christians and other vulnerable populations, demands introspection and proactive measures from Muslim leaders. Dr. Dahiru criticized the Nigerian Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs (NSCIA) for issuing statements asking US President Donald Trump to retract his comments on terrorism. He described the council's position as insensitive and counterproductive, noting that Trump's focus was on tackling terrorists who kill Christians, not Muslims. The real concern should be why these violent actors continue to emerge from within our communities, Dahiru added. The analyst cited multiple cases where northern Muslim communities were given swift governmental responses following attacks against them, arguing that the same urgency and moral responsibility should apply to addressing the violence emanating from within their own demography. He stressed that radicalization, indoctrination, and jihadist tendencies among Muslims in Nigeria require immediate reforms led by the Sultan of Sokoto and other Muslim leaders. Dairu also called on the federal government to enforce accountability and ensure that religious institutions do not politicize security issues. Leadership at this time must prioritize national stability and unity above sectarian considerations. He warned that failure to address the problem could deepen insecurity and threaten social cohesion. This is another submission from another respected Nigerian, that's Dr. Dairu, as regards the issue of killing of people, maiming and destruction of lives and properties in Nigeria by these so-called terrorists or insurgents. And in fact, he spoke and called attention to something that is of a great concern, that members of these terrorist organizations are Muslims. So, meaning that if what they are doing, they are from one particular religion, I think the leadership of that religion needs to look inwardly. That is the mind of Dr. Dairu, and is calling the attention of the chairman of the Supreme Council of the Society of Islamic Affairs in Nigeria. That's the person of the Sultan of Sokoto State, to look into the matter. And I think it's something we need to really make a serious discourse, glue research, and profile solution about Islam. As far as it's concerned in Nigeria and even all over the world, the man that he will stress the fact that he's encouraging radicalization. He's also, asking us to introspect and take proactive measures, even from Muslim leaders, because of necessary, in radicalization and indoctrination with jihadist tendencies that is among Muslims in Nigeria. And it's not only in Nigeria, it's world over. If you look at some of these states where the state is having a state religion and it is Islam, you realize that in Afghanistan, for example, women can't talk outside anymore. They cannot go out on their own anymore. They can't read to university level. All they study is to primary level, elementary, and they cannot even express their views. Unfortunately, too, women are being beaten, and all these things didn't give any human rights to women. And the people are indoctrinated with this. They are, being radicalized also. And all of them have this jihadist tendency wherever you find them all over the world. But the focus is on Nigeria because of the effect of these three things on the people, on the nation, and even on the economy and the polity. And I think it is high time that really the Muslim leadership in Nigeria should sit down. They should sit down on a round table and look into the matter. We've not to a large extent seen that these Boko Haram people are from other religions, so to say. And they are the one that say that is Western education is haram, is wrong, is an abomination. But be it as it may, if the Sultan believes that we are brothers and sisters, that we need to live together in cohesion and understanding, I think there is need for him to, call a meeting, an emergency council meeting, and let them look into this particular discourse. That what is the reason that is, well, for the fact that it's our own people, our own children that ended up being radicalized. Is it in the name of religion or what? They are the one that ended up being indoctrinated. You see them going overboard, behaving excessively, do things that are barbaric. And is it that why is it that it is their own that has jihadist tendencies? Because they need to redefine all these things. Because if you call on some Muslim, they will tell you jihad does not mean war, and some people will tell you it means war. So the confusion should be clear, and there should be a good blueprint too on how these children, the forthcoming generation, are saying, could be taught in such a way that they won't be radicalized, they will not be indoctrinated, they will not have these tendencies of jihad even in their system, saying that you must kill for Allah and all those sorts. All those false narratives and negative teachings should be jettisoned. I think it is high time they need to upgrade or update their manuals. They should do that, because how can that in a sovereign state some people decided to form a state within a state, and they begin to disrupt the peace of other state actors even in the same polity? It's not good, and it doesn't it's uncalled for. But then I hope the Muslim Council of Nigeria, the Council of Islamic Affairs, could listen to this man and take proactive action. We need to introspect, like the man said, and then we now begin to reflect on what to do. I'm hoping that this country will change, and then the Muslims or the Islamic Council can lean or glean some knowledge even from what this particular man has said, and to a large extent, if they take a radical move on it, Nigeria will be better off. Keep liking our channel. Don't forget to subscribe. Make sure you share. Thank you.